Welcome to AI in Business, the podcast where we explore the transformative impact of artificial intelligence on industries around the world. In today's episode, we're diving into the fascinating world of DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company making waves with its cost-effective high-performing models. We'll uncover what makes DeepSeek unique, how it's disrupting the global AI market, and the concerns surrounding data privacy and censorship. Join me and my guest as we gain insights into one of the most innovative players in the AI landscape. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this AI journey together.
Okay, so first things first.
Right. Okay.
Who are these DeepSeek guys?
So DeepSeek is a Chinese AI company founded just last year, 2023, by Liang Wenfeng. Now, he's a former hedge fund manager, which is not your typical...
A hedge fund manager?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. So not your typical AI guru, but they've been developing these, powerful AI models that can do all sorts of things. From generating text like ChatGPT to, get this, showing you how they think as they break down problems.
Wait, so they can show their work as they break down a problem?
Pretty much. It's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
And they're already, kind of going head to head with...
Yeah, and so they're already going head to head with the big players like OpenAI and all of them.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're doing it in a very different way.
Oh, wow.
You see, DeepSeek is all about open source development. Think of it like a recipe that anyone can tweak and experiment with.
Okay.
This is a stark contrast to the more secretive approach of many.
DeepSeek is basically saying, hey, here's our awesome AI.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play with it.
Exactly. Take it, do what you want with it.
Why would they do that?
It's a bold move, but it's generating huge buzz. Attracting a ton of developers, this open source approach could potentially accelerate the development of AI.
Interesting.
Making it more accessible, collaborative, and get this, DeepSeek is offering their AI models for free.
Free?
No expensive
That's insane.
subscriptions like you see with some of the other...
Hold on, how are they making money?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mystery right now, and some experts are skeptical about their long-term sustainability.
Okay.
But one thing is clear, DeepSeek is shaking things up.
I mean, they even launched
They're not pulling any pus.
Janus Pro.
Janus Pro.
Which is an AI image generator going directly, challenging those giants.
They're giants like DALL-E 3.
DALL-E 3.
It's like they're this tiny startup taking on the whole AI world.
They are.
And if they're offering all this for free, they must have some serious tech under the hood.
Well, they do. One of their models, DeepSeek R1, known for its reasoning capabilities, was allegedly built for a fraction of the cost of something like GPT-4.
So way less.
We're talking 5.5 million versus an estimated 100 million.
Wow. Okay. If that's true.
So they're claiming they can achieve the same, if not better results with way less computing power and a way smaller budget.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
It's making some of the established companies sweat.
Right.
Forbes reported that NVIDIA, the company that makes the chips, used to power a lot of these AI models, saw its stock price go haywire.
Okay, so they're actually impacting the...
After DeepSeek came on the scene?
Stock market. That's some serious disruption.
Absolutely.
But hold on, if they're doing all this with so little, people must be questioning how it's even possible.
Of course.
Right.
Absolutely. There's a healthy amount of skepticism out there.
Okay.
Some experts believe DeepSeek might have access to more powerful computing resources than they're letting on, maybe due to loopholes in U.S. export controls.
So there's a lot of mystery and...
There is.
Maybe even a little bit of controversy.
A little bit.
Surrounding DeepSeek.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's where the geopolitical concerns come in?
Yeah. Remember, DeepSeek is a Chinese company.
Right.
And that raises some eyebrows, especially in the U.S. There are concerns about data privacy, potential censorship, and whether the Chinese government...
It's like TikTok all over again, right?
It is a little bit.
People are worried about what happens to their data.
Yeah.
And whether DeepSeek will play by the same rules as companies in the West.
Yeah.
But are these concerns actually valid, or is it just paranoia?
Well, there's some evidence to support those concerns. For instance, there was an article in Wired about DeepSeek self-censoring behavior.
Interesting.
Apparently, when asked about sensitive topics like the Tiananmen Square massacre, they deflect the conversation instead of giving a straight answer.
Okay, that's That's a bit unsettling.
A bit concerning.
Yeah. So we've got this incredible new AI company that's shaking things up, but they're also shrouded in secrecy.
A little bit, yeah.
And operating in a country where freedom of information isn't exactly a given.
Right.
This is getting complicated.
It's adding another layer to the story, for sure.
Yeah.
And there are even allegations that DeepSeek might have used OpenAI's models for training without permission, which could be a serious legal issue.
So potentially cutting corners and playing fast and loose with the rules.
Yeah, a little bit.
This DeepSeek story is getting more interesting by the minute.
It really is.
It is. It is. And it raises some fundamental questions.
It does.
About the future of AI. Like who controls it?
Right.
Who benefits from it?
Who benefits?
And what are the risks?
Yeah, what are the risks? Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered DeepSeek's origins.
Yeah.
Their technology. The free access and the controversies swirling around them. That's a lot to digest.
It is.
Before we move on, anything else about DeepSeek that we should highlight?
One more thing. Remember their commitment to open source. That's already having a ripple effect.
Right.
Some experts believe that DeepSeek could force companies like NVIDIA, who make that expensive hardware needed for AI, to rethink their entire approach.
So not only are they challenging the software side of things, they're potentially impacting the hardware as well.
Precisely.
Wow.
DeepSeek's open source model could lead to more innovation in AI infrastructure, making it more affordable and accessible for everyone.
That's really fascinating.
It is a fascinating development.
Yeah, DeepSeek is a real wild card then.
They are.
It's like they've thrown a grenade into the AI world.
Big grenade.
And everyone is scrambling to figure out what to do.
But
what does it all mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Why should anyone care about this small Chinese company and their free AI?
Right, great question.
We'll get into that right after this.
You know, DeepSeek's story really highlights a crucial point about the future of AI.
I'm all ears. What is it?
It's not just about who can build the most powerful AI.
Right.
It's about who can make it the most accessible.
Right.
And affordable.
It's almost like they're trying to democratize AI.
Exactly.
Putting it in the hands of everyday people, not just good corporations and governments.
Exactly. Imagine a world where small businesses, startups, researchers in developing countries all have access to cutting-edge AI tools.
It could really level the playing field in a way we've never seen before.
Absolutely.
It's like giving everyone a superpower.
It is.
But let's be realistic. There are some potential downsides to all of this.
Of course. No technology is without its risks.
Yeah.
One concern is the potential for misuse if AI becomes more widely available.
Yeah.
It could be easier for bad actors to use it for malicious purposes.
That's a scary thought.
It is.
Like, what if someone uses DeepSeek's AI to create user deepfakes that are even more convincing than what we see today?
It's possible.
Yeah.
That's a very real possibility.
Really?
And it's why we need to have serious conversations about ethical guidelines and safeguards as AI becomes more powerful.
More pervasive.
More pervasive, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
we're opening Pandora's box.
It is.
We can't put the genie back in the bottle, but we need to figure out how to control it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another concern is the impact on jobs. If AI can automate more tasks, what happens to the people who currently do those jobs?
That's a big one.
It is.
We've already seen AI making inroads.
We have.
In fields like customer service, manufacturing. What happens if AI becomes even more capable?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
And it's a complex issue.
Yeah.
There are no easy answers. Some experts believe that AI will ultimately create more jobs than it destroys.
Interesting.
But those jobs will likely require different skills and training.
So it's not necessarily about losing jobs, but about adapting to a changing job market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to invest in education and retraining programs.
Yeah.
To help people prepare for the jobs of the future.
The jobs of the future, right? Okay, so we've talked about the potential benefits and risks of DeepSeek's open source approach. Yeah. But let's zoom in on their actual technology. What makes DeepSeek's AI so special?
one of the most remarkable things about DeepSeek is their focus on reasoning.
Okay.
Remember we talked about their DeepThink model?
Yeah, the one that can show you how it's thinking.
Right. And that's a huge step forward.
Yeah.
Most AI models today
are like black boxes.
Okay.
They give you an answer, but you have no idea how they arrived at it.
Which can be a bit unnerving.
Unnerving, yeah.
Especially if you're relying on AI to make important decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with DeepThink, you can actually see the steps it takes to solve a problem.
Wow.
It's like having a window into the AI's thought process.
It could be game-changing, it feels like.
It could healthcare.
Where doctors need to understand
Absolutely.
how an AI reached a diagnosis.
Yes.
Or in finance, where investors want to know why an AI recommends a particular stock.
Exactly.
Right.
Transparency is key to building trust in AI. And DeepSeek's approach could lead to a new generation of AI that's more explainable and accountable.
So they're not just building powerful AI, they're building AI that we can understand and trust.
And trust.
And let's not forget about their AIs.
Yeah.
Creative capabilities.
Where models can generate different creative text formats, translate languages, and even create stunning images.
It's mind-blowing to think that AI can now be a partner in the creative process. I mean, imagine a writer collaborating with DeepSeek's AI to brainstorm ideas or a musician using AI to compose a new melody.
Absolutely. It's an incredible time to be creative. AI tools like DeepSeek's are giving artists, writers, and musicians new ways to express themselves and push the boundaries of their craft.
It's almost like AI is augmenting human imagination.
It is.
Not replacing it.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's important to remember that AI is still in its early stages of development. There are limitations and challenges that we need to address.
Like what?
Well, one concern
is the potential for bias.
Okay.
AI models are trained on massive data sets.
Right.
And if those data sets reflect real-world biases, the AI can perpetuate those biases.
So if an AI is trained on data,
exactly,
that's skewed towards a particular gender or ethnicity, it might make biased decisions or recommendations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to be mindful of the data we use to train AI.
Yeah.
And to ensure that it's diverse and representative.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From the potential benefits and risks of DeepSeek's open source approach to their focus on reasoning and creativity. But there's one more elephant in the room that we need to address.
We're talking about the geopolitical implications?
You're right. Right. DeepSeek is a Chinese company operating in a complex global landscape.
Huh.
A complex global landscape. Yeah.
How does that factor into all of this?
It's a crucial consideration.
Yeah.
DeepSeek's rise comes at a time of heightened tensions between the U.S. and China, particularly in the tech sector.
It's like we're seeing a technological arms race.
It's a little bit like that.
With the U.S. and China vying for dominance in AI.
There's definitely an element of that.
Yeah.
And DeepSeek's success could be seen as a challenge to U.S. leadership in AI.
Which could lead to more restrictions, regulations, making it harder for companies like DeepSeek to operate globally.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But it could also lead to more collaboration and cooperation as countries realize that the challenges posed by AI are too big for any one nation to solve alone.
So DeepSeek is not just a tech story.
Yeah.
It's a geopolitical story.
It's a geopolitical story, absolutely. It's a story about the shifting balance of power in the world and the role that technology will play in shaping that future.
It's a lot to wrap our heads around.
It is.
But I think we've done a pretty good job of unpacking the key issues here.
Yeah, I think we have a good understanding.
Before we move on to the big question.
Yeah.
What does all of this mean? For the future of AI.
The future.
Any final thoughts on DeepSeek itself?
I think what's most remarkable about DeepSeek is that they've managed to disrupt the AI landscape in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
They've challenged the status quo, forced the industry giants to rethink their strategies, and sparked a global conversation about the future of AI. And they've done it all with a bold, unconventional approach.
They're definitely a force to be reckoned with. All right, so let's shift gears and talk about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
What does DeepSeek's rise?
Yeah.
Tell us about where AI is headed.
Where AI is headed, well.
So we've seen how DeepSeek is shaking things up, but it begs the question. What does this all mean for the future of AI?
Well, I think DeepSeek's story is kind of a sign of things to come.
Okay.
It shows us that the AI landscape is going to be a lot more dynamic and unpredictable than we might have imagined. You know, we're going to see new players emerge from unexpected places, challenging.
Okay, so it's not just going to be a few big companies controlling everything.
I think DeepSeek's open source approach could really, really change the game here. Imagine a world where AI development is more distributed, more collaborative, more accessible to everyone.
That sounds pretty utopian, but wouldn't that also make it harder to control the development of AI? What if someone uses it for harmful purposes?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's one that we need to be thinking about very carefully as AI becomes more powerful and pervasive. We need to develop strong ethical guidelines and safeguards to ensure that it's used responsibly.
So it's not just about building cool technology.
Yeah.
It's about building it in a way that benefits humanity.
Exactly. It benefits all of us.
Okay, so we've got this potential shift towards a more open and collaborative AI landscape. But what about the actual capabilities of AI? Where do you see that going in the next few years?
I think we're going to see AI become more sophisticated and integrated into our lives in ways we can't even imagine right now.
Okay.
Think about AI-powered healthcare, personalized education, smart cities that optimize traffic flow and energy consumption.
It's like AI is going to touch every aspect of our lives.
Yeah, every aspect. And it's going to raise some really profound questions about what it means to be human in an age of intelligent machines.
Okay, I have to admit, this is all pretty mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing.
But I'm also a little bit terrified, to be honest.
I understand. It's a lot to take in. But I think it's important to remember that the future of AI is not predetermined.
Right.
It's up to us to shape it.
So what can we do to ensure that AI is used for good?
I think we need to be having these conversations, raising awareness about the potential benefits and risks of AI, and pushing for policies that promote responsible AI development.
That sounds like a good place to start.
It does.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into DeepSeek and the future of AI, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from this?
I think DeepSeek's story is a wake-up call, It shows us that the AI revolution is happening right now, and it's moving faster than we ever thought possible.
Right.
It's up to all of us to pay attention, engage in these critical conversations, and work together to create a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
Well said. This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has
Yes.
been. It has.
We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into DeepSeek AI, an innovative player in the AI landscape. From producing high-performing AI models at a lower cost to offering free and open-source solutions, DeepSeek is truly shaking things up in the AI world. Their unique approach to model development, focusing on efficiency and reasoning, is something to watch closely. Concerns about data privacy and censorship are valid, and it's essential to stay informed about these issues as DeepSeek continues to impact the global AI market. For a more detailed understanding, be sure to check out the FAQs in the comments. They cover everything from cost effectiveness and model comparisons to the ongoing debate about hardware and data privacy. Today's podcast is made possible by Google's Notebook and Synthesia.io. Share your thoughts and leave a comment. Stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next episode.